All right, before we start, I would just like to address the point of people complaining about Nexus. You need to understand one thing. The only thing Magic players like more than playing Magic the Gathering is complaining about it. This format, especially for best of three, is incredibly well balanced because there is a variety of different powerful things you can be doing in the format that include Nexus of Fate, that include Mono Red, that include so many other awesome things. And everybody's complaining about lots of different things, so they're probably all fine and really well balanced. That being said, with this deck today, we have Sultai Nexus. We played an iteration of this earlier, late last week. Almost said earlier this week, but it's Monday. Late last week, and this was it felt like the best Nexus deck I'd played to date. I really liked that it had the combo style draws where you start taking a lot of turns, but between Vraska, Relic Seeker, and Krasis, you actually had a way to end the game very quickly, in addition to things like Vraska, Contempt, and Cast Down, and Thought Erasure, giving you a lot of meaningful interaction. So let's dive on in here and see how it goes. We climbed up a lot of ranks with this one last time, so hopefully that'll happen again. If I can't make a top tier crab tribal deck, it's a bad format. God bless. God bless. How the deck's been. The Naya Hero deck is definitely a good solid early contention for the deck of the day. It was very good. The current sub point total is above my head. We just rolled past 3,900. Turn to search for Azcanta. Don't mind if it does. Hey, Crazy Ducks. Thanks for kicking that up to a tier 2. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Did you ever play with a Polyraptor deck? Yeah, we tried a Naya Polyraptor deck earlier this season or late last season. It just was really clunky. Yeah, someone cut the line for Sultai Beauty. Ladder was full of Mono Red and Sultai yesterday. Pre-boarded against it, and this morning was so much Esper. Nice. So I think I just go ahead and play this for X's 2. Just to have a blocker out here for this. Also digs us to a removal spell like that. So they have like Mortify or something here. Hostage Taker, yikes. Looks like Esper Midrange here. That's good. I want to see this matchup. We didn't play this matchup the other day when we played this, and I'd have to, if I had to venture a guess, I would estimate that this matchup is not good for us. So when I'm working to try something out, I want to see what do the bad matchups feel like. Thief does actually help us flip our Nexus, our Search Tuner, which is funny. Someone deserves a cookie. This deck is pure saltiness. It's really a good time. So they can cast our Hydroid Krasis here to draw a card. I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, they conclude they'd rather put more pressure into play. How many blue sources? So Ugari needs a splash Krasis. I don't have a good answer to that offhand. I guess if I would have binned that, I could have flipped Search for Azcanta this turn. So maybe I'm supposed to do that. I've not played the Climb deck with the Black Splash, so I don't have an educated or informed opinion on that for you. Yikes, their hand has a lot of pressure in it. I think both those decks are reasonable. Pick whichever one you'd prefer to play. So we're dead in 2 at the moment. Yeah, I agree, Bob. This matchup seems real hard. Vraska's a great hit, though. Did you draw a removal spell, or does Vraska get to live a turn? Nope, just a Krasis. Okay. Isn't the Angel like a common? Play the Angel. Instead of telling me why, why would you downtick? Instead of me asking to justify my decision to you, can you go ahead and justify your decision to me? Why is it better to downtick instead of uptick? Please explain. I upticked there, so they did exactly what happened here. I uptick, so they attack Vraska as a distractor. They don't have 13, right? They only have 12 points of power in players, so even if they hit a removal spell, I'm still going to 1, which means if they don't have a Mortify or a counter spell here, we might actually be able to combo them next turn. Wilderness Reclamation was a very good draw with the Flip Search Azcanta. Just need to do our best to find a Nexus of Fate.
An entire treatise on your impending failure. This is no mere trinket.
6 months, got my new pointy stick. What's going on, J-Ray? Thanks for the half a year. Welcome back. These are all attacking me, right? And it's 7-12, so I should go to 1. I'm gonna go to 1. We're either gonna win next turn, or we're gonna die. So let's keep my pirate around so I can attack things. This deck usually doesn't play counterspells in its main, the opponent's deck. Alright, so how do we feel about downtick Vraska to make a treasure? I think I want to downtick Vraska to make a treasure. So I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and give Dovin a little love tap here.
You're not entirely.
It's worth noting, if I would have blocked with this token last turn, I could have shocked in that land and cast Chemister's Insight here, which might cost me. This might not matter. I should stop and count my lands. I'm spending mana needlessly here. That can stay there. Actually, that doesn't matter, right? Because it's gonna shuffle. Yeah, the thought erasure was just pointless. All right, let's start attacking them. Since I started watching your stream, my playtime reduced strongly as your stream is more entertaining. I don't know if this is good or bad. What's going on, Hopful Waffle? I appreciate the 6 months. Welcome back. Yeah, so worth noting here, if I wouldn't have spent the 2 mana on Thought Erasure, I could have Chemister's Incited here, which is like a pretty big deal. Except it's not a big deal because I'm incredibly lucky. Never forget, Chet, if you're lucky, it's a great substitute for being good. Remember that time we were almost gonna lose? Remember that time I was like, this matchup seems hard, but I don't know? This Nexus deck has felt incredibly strong every time we've played it. And like, now I have like 8 chances to like find the Nexus of Fate again. I have more than 8 chances. I have like a dozen chances to find one of my Nexus of Fates again. That gives us even more for next turn. Okay. Okay. Let's put a stop on my end of turn.
The belligerent needs her crew.
All right, we could miss here. Is destroying a creature safer? I guess they're dead on board regardless, and it gives me an extra mana. All right, I get six more looks at a Nexus here. Was it good for you? It was good for me. I got there. Easy game, easy life. No justice. I played that game well. Get out of here. Never use the word cancer to describe a children's card game in my chat, Nate Diggity. You've been given a 10-minute break for doing so. If you come back and do it again, you're going to be permanently banned. Fair warning. This is probably an Assassin's Trophy matchup. Do I want Ritualist Soot? So like they have Seraph of the Scales. I expect they'll have. I did get punished for the Thought Erasure. That's true. I did get 2 fewer looks. That's fair. The problem with a no justice emote is that it's impossible to fit in the emote size. What do I actually want to cut though? That's the idea, right? Like my main deck seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, they're gonna bring in counters, so like that makes Thought Erasure better. I like some cast downs. Some rituals to like clean up their tokens is probably not unreasonable. I think I'm supposed to trim the Contempts. Just gonna like trim around the edges. Trim around the edges here. Well, Soot kills Hero, it kills Thief of Sanity, it kills Deputy of Detention. Kills a lot of stuff. Yikes, that hand's awkward. This is why there's only 3 copies of Nexus in our deck, by the way, because hands like this suck. Get him out of here. Yikes. All right, yes. All right, let's scry a land to the top. I'm scrying the land to the top because they're gonna cast Thought Erasure on 2 and it's gonna be awesome. Damn. Played myself, chat. Played myself. Eldest Reborn. No, I don't care about that one. Rats. I like the Tithe Taker technology here. That card's really sweet against these Nexus decks on average. I would just like to make it clear that if you ever use Todd Stevens emotes in my chat, you'll be timed out again. If you want to support people like that in your own time, I can't prevent you from doing that, but I can prevent you from posting his nonsense in my chat. And if you don't know what I mean to when I'm referring to that, I'd encourage you to Google his name. Hey, Talon, thanks for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Well, we don't have a lot going on at the moment, but their clock is pretty slow here, so slow and steady. Less slow.
Until you have lived as a statue, do not talk to me of pigeons.
I'm giving them the thief because they could get to the thief anyways. Nothing happened between Todd Stevens and me. Todd Stevens hurt the community, not me personally. And if you're not familiar with the story, I'd encourage you to Google it. Alright. Okay, we're not dead yet. Ritual Ascent would be great. Alright, probably dead. Let's move along to the next one. I think there's probably a lot of people in the community that are new and had no idea. Thanks for the constant streams. It's really helping me get prepped for surgery. Well, I hope everything goes well for you, Fitzbill. Thank you for the tip. Do I want the extra Ritual Ascent? Gosh, the way that played out really makes me want Ritual Ascent. I have 5 pieces of spot removal. This is probably fine. I'm just gonna run it back. Yeah, I could have potentially had one more spell if I was less cute about scrying the land to the top. Yeah, I agree, friendless. I think just a couple of suits to like clean up Mentor if it gets out of control, or Hero, whatever that card is called. Whatever the white card that makes tokens is. Not Monastery Mentor, Hero. I am platinum already. Yeah, maybe third ritual is better than the third cast down. I could see that. Monastery Hero, right? Thanks everybody for dropping in here, by the way. Pretty awesome. Got up to 2,700 people here in chat. Hope everyone's having a good Monday and had a great weekend. Recently been watching you from a Raid-Ed host, and your stuff has been incredibly educational and informative. Well, thanks, Daybreaks. I appreciate that. Thanks for dropping in today. This hand's very good. Double Nexus is a little bit awkward, but like the 5 spells that we have are incredible here. Am I supposed to Thought Erasure on 2? I think I'm actually supposed to do this on 2. That's brutal. They have Thought Erasure and Negates. This is like the worst possible case scenario, right? Because like now they either poke my hand or they get to negate me. I guess I take Thought Erasure out. I'm gonna bin that for now. We're looking for more lands. Thanks, Slashlish. We keep the spam to a minimum, right? Like there's a lot of great folks here, but people aren't just like mono spamming emotes. Stop breaking up so I can queue into you. So I'm gonna go ahead and Growth Spiral here, hoping to bait the negate. I would not negate this, but if they want to just use their mana here, they might. Not shipping the Search for Azcanta in here, because I don't want to play it into the negate. The difference between removal and spot removal, they mean the same thing. They're just Magic jargon.
Our good choice.
Woof, that's awkward. Now I wish I would have played into the negate. This matchup seems tough. I know we stole game 1, but this matchup seems kind of incredibly hard. Correct, my lord. Emotes are wonderful. They're one of the best things about Twitch. They're a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass here. We can Krasis for 4 next turn. If they play the Seraph out, we can cast it down. Wow, everyone is so mean about my lack of hair. Y'all are the worst.
Nothing is ever truly lost.
Listen, chat, y'all try having a bunch of kids and tell me what your hair does, okay? No, this is card for card what the last YouTube video was. Really? Okay, just holding the gate up here. My hair is running away faster than Mono Red with the game. I get it. Thanks for the biddies. My husband has long, glorious hair, and I told him he's not allowed to lose it. Is growth spiral necessary for this archetype? Yeah, growth spiral is very important. Being able to do things ahead of curve is very valuable. And remember, growth spiral is good because not only does it get our mana ahead, but it also allows us to just draw another card. So like the floor on the card, the worst it can be is still very good. Will do, J-Rock. Thank you. Am I supposed to trophy Karn here? I think I'm supposed to trophy Karn here. If we're lucky, this eats the negate.
There are greater battles to fight.
Yeah, Deputy Detention lines up very good against Krasis. With the Karn gone, and like they've held on to this negate for so long now, I'm gonna get to Thought Erasure it, right? And like while they've had a lot of disruption, they don't have a clock in play, right? It's like it's just 3 power per turn. So we're actually kind of okay at the moment. Hey, Mr. Missouri, thanks for doling out the sub gifties. I appreciate it. Oh, I shuffled the Vraska. Dang it, Hogland. Dang it, Hogland. That's not the first time we've done that today. Whoopsie poopsie. Hey, Ball Forever. Thanks for the biddy. I appreciate it. Hydroid Krasis is busted. All the magic cards, please. Doink, doink, doink. Your move, Yugi boy. This is all we got. Hey, EVGA, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of great people you can chip your Bezo bucks to every month here on Twitch. Thanks for sending them my way. Mr. Missouri doling out another gifty. Thank you. Are we done here? SCTR up to 290. Thank you very much. Oh no. Does that say 39.19? Okay, we're still good for now. Interesting, they took Reclamation. That's my second Reclamation, right? So I'm gonna put a stop during my upkeep because I want to Nexus of Fate before I draw my card for the turn. And the reason why I want to do that is because I want to have the most Nexus of Fates in my deck so I can find another one. So now this will resolve. We'll bin that. We'll flip this. We'll draw for the turn. I think I'm supposed to do this rather than just jam this right away. Woof, that's awkward. Towards another Declan's Dino segment, sounds good. So as long as I'm Nexusing and activating Azcanta every turn, we're technically getting ahead. Because I'm getting an extra card in, right? I mean, there's only 3 Nexuses and 24 cards. I'm getting 5 looks at it every turn. Now we're getting way more than 5 looks. Opponent's had enough. How are we doing, folks? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping by here today. If you're new, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50 hours a week. If you enjoy standard best of 3 constructed, this is definitely the channel for you. We play a ton of that, and we rotate through a lot of decks here. Usually I change decks every 90 minutes to 2 hours or so. As always, a big shout out to all my wonderful subscribers. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their wonderful support. They are quite literally the folks that keep me employed. Special shout out today to all the folks that have donated a bunch of sub gifts towards trying to hit that 4,000 point sub goal. We'd be the first Magic only streamer to hit that, which would be sweet. Past my subscribers, I'd like to give a short shout out to some of my wonderful sponsors here. The Nerd Rage Gaming Championship Series is a $5,000 cash tournament series that happens every single month in the Midwestern United States. If you can't make it out to play in one of their modern, legacy, or standard tournaments, be sure to check out their streaming coverage every single month as well at twitch.tv/NRG series. BCW Supplies would love to help you protect your very valuable Magic the Gathering cards. They do sleeves, deck boxes, binders, and you can save 10% on your orders with them at bcwsupplies.com using code Jeff10. They actually just released a new line of sleeves called their Elite Guard 2 that I'm shuffling here in my hand that are very slick. And they are only $8 before my discount code. Hey, SCTR, doling out another pile of sub-gifties as well. The bar I'm snacking on here is actually one of my sponsors as well. This is a Neo bar. They do candy-flavored protein bars using code Hoagland at bit.ly/HugoBar. You can save 10% on your purchases with them. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone to Hoaglandia. I know there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now, and I appreciate you choosing to spend part of your day here with us. Let's head on into our next match here with Sultai Nexus. Still being pretty consistently impressed with this deck. It's been kind of absurd so far. Nexus should have been a sorcery, I agree. As you move up the ranks, are there decks you're seeing more or less often? No, not really. It's been a good variety of pretty much every rank so far. This hand's great. Turn 2 Erasure, or possibly Growth Spiral, depending on what our opponent's doing. Hey, Iron. Thank you very much for the brand new Prime sub. Welcome, welcome. We added the ninja command this morning. Krasis is really, really good, believe it or not. Card is super powerful. Hoping to draw another blue source next turn. We get 2 shots between Growth Spiral and our draw step. Yikes. It's unfortunate. Well, thanks, Liron. I really appreciate that. Thanks for helping keep me around. The problem with that, Deadpool, is that emotes are 28 pixels wide. So at an actual emote size, it just doesn't look like anything. Blue source, and maybe we have a chance. I think I'm just gonna swap 2 Contempt for 2 Ritualists in this matchup and call it a day. I think that's all I want to do. The last time you played this deck, did you play against Esper Control? I don't think so. I don't remember. Hey, Monapi, thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed. Just make sure you float mana before you play it. It was auto-tapping some of the time anyways previously. It was only not auto-tapping a small segment of the time. What's the difference between sub and sub points? Higher tier subs give more sub points. So you'll see there I currently have 3,490 unique subscribers, but I have 3929 sub points. So the difference between the subscriber count and the sub points are tier 2 and tier 3 subs giving a bonus. No, if you don't have a third 6-mana Vraska, you should probably play like another Vraska's Contempt or something. Maybe a 5th Hydroid Krasis. Gosh, how many Hydroid Krasis would this deck play if you could play any number? Probably like 6 or 7, right? Shadow of Fiend with the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here. How do sub points reward streamers besides money? We get more emote slots on the channel depending on what your highest sub point peak has been. So, for instance, we hadn't passed 3,800 sub points on my channel before today, so we'll get another emote slot from that. And if we hit 4,000, we'll get two extra emote slots on the channel for everyone. Steve ate my cat. Thanks for the sub, Gifty. Perfect. Land is exactly what I wanted for Christmas there. Gotta see that pink hair. God bless. What do I think of Krasis and Tron? I think that's not what Tron wants to be doing in Modern. Does Twitch give you perks or anything from sub points, front page exposure, promotion, etc.? So when you get above a certain sub threshold and you stay there for a while, you get a slightly larger cut of the money you get from each sub, but I'm already past that threshold. CIAF with the brand new Prime support. Thank you, I appreciate that. And Slythe with the 13-month resub. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I think I just go ahead and ritualist it here and get the board cleaned out. Did I set the goal because of the call tomorrow? A little bit. I might be super excited to tweet out that we're the first Magic only channel to ever hit 4,000 sub points tonight if we hit it, because that's the truth. Listen, I am many things, but I am not a liar. You'll never have anything other than honesty on this channel. Jello Moose with the brand new Prime support. I appreciate it. Welcome in. Gosh, if they have more counterspells here, we're probably just dumpstered. Just a friendly reminder for folks, if I'm ever playing a deck on stream and you're not really into it, that's okay. Not every deck's gonna appeal to every person, but don't feel the need to complain about it in chat. Just go ahead and change the channel. Hey, Zekiro, thanks for the 4-month resub, and guard yourself with the brand new tier 1 sub. For people asking what call, I have a phone call with the influence manager of Wizards of the Coast tomorrow. Is Caleb playing things other than Magic? No, Aaron, but he doesn't have as many sub points as we do here. Their actual title is Influencer Manager. Hey, Thurias, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me around. Stormcat with the brand new tier 1 sub.
Sometimes restoration.
They influence people to buy more packs. We do. We're all advertisers for Magic, right? I've certainly sold a good deal. I think we're dead here. I guess if we draw Wilderness Reclamation, we might be able to do it, but I think we're dead. Yeah, we just so I have to draw Wilderness Reclamation plus Nexus here, basically. Soot is also a live hit. That's true. I have one of those. Rats. That was half of it. Close game. Sounds like a job title out of 1984. What's the best tier 1 deck? I think if you wanted to play for speed, white aggro is a great choice, like the white splash blue aggro that did well at SCG this past weekend. I think from pure power level, Sultai mid-range with Krasis is probably the best deck. No, I've not heard anything why they ignored myself and Caleb. In fact, that's why this call is happening tomorrow. I sent a DM to someone. I was like, hey, can you just tell me why I was skipped over? Because I'm confused. And they said, let's set up a phone call. So I was like, so apparently whatever they wanted to say, they didn't want to send via email or Twitter DM. This sounds great. There are a lot of great decks in this format. Is there a playable Teferi deck? Yeah, I like Jeskai Control a lot. You check my website, there's my preferred build of Jeskai Control up there. Gosh, Bant Flash is probably a rough matchup for us. I think I just take their Incubation Druid here to try and cut them off of mana. And just like try and combo them before they get going. I'm gonna bin this. No, I'm gonna keep the land. You should record it. I have to get their permission to record it, and I wonder if they'll give me that. Uncertain. I can ask. No, I'm not live streaming the phone call. Yeah, possibly Nivik. I mean, it can't hurt to go in and talk to them, right? It's an all upside phone call. Dan May Chat, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome. actually just going to go ahead and Contempt this in response to the Adept here. I think they 10 out of 10 should have adapted on their turn. Remember, if you exile it in response to the Adapt, they don't get to draw a card. And I'm aware they have another Growth Chamber Guardian here, but I'm okay with that. How many sub points to stream the call? Asking the real questions. Where's my website? My website is just jeffhoagland.com. Yep. I think Jeskai controls in the. I'm pretty sure there's a Jeskai control in the queue. The queue is very large. We've got a good backlog, which is why I've been streaming extra. Heading to my first GP. Any tips for the first time? Yes, you cannot over communicate. Most of the issues that occur between players at Grand Prix happen because one player didn't communicate clearly enough. So talk to your opponent. Just to be able to hear the call.
I despise Gruul.
Yeah, that's the other tip. Don't be afraid to call a judge. There's this weird stigma among newer players in the Magic community I've found that, like, they think calling a judge is bad. Judges are there to help you. Your opponent is there to beat you. So if your opponent ever says anything about the rules that you're uncertain of, call a judge. There's only two types of people that are going to give you grief for calling a judge at a Magic tournament: cheaters and idiots. And you don't want to listen to either of those types of people. No reasonable Magic player is going to be upset if you call a judge. No, I only do mod swords early for very large amounts of dollary dues. Bathe, stop it. I don't like telling people to bathe and like use deodorant and brush their teeth. I'm just, maybe I'm a dreamer, but I'm just hoping people know to do that already. What do you do when someone doesn't shake your hand after a match? I don't offer my hand to shake if I win the match. There's just, it's all upside to let the loser offer the handshake. And if someone's pissed off about a match of Magic, just let them shake it off. Just have them sign the slip and walk away from the table. Spiceland, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. GPs are gross. Wash your hands. Washing your hands is solid advice.
Let's skip to the good part.
Listen, as Magic, if you're a good Magic player, you should probably appreciate a good game theory argument. It's all upside if you let the loser offer the handshake. Reasonable people who aren't upset are going to shake your hand after you beat them. And people who are upset, you just avoid an awkward situation where someone's pissed off by not offering the handshake when you win. So, like, a handshake is mostly meaningless. You should offer the handshake when you lose, but some people get annoyed, and you don't miss something meaningful by, like, like, waiting for them to offer it. That whole debate is stupid. It's whatever. I tier 3 subbed earlier, but I don't have an exciting deck list. How much will it be for me to upgrade the deck into build around? Tier 3 subs can actually submit standard build arounds, Corel, because standard build arounds are only 25. So if you want to submit a build around using the forum with your tier 3 sub, that would be great. Are these all attacking me? So they must have a counter spell, right? This matchup's probably very hard for us. They have pressure and disruption. So during my upkeep here, I'm going to cast Nexus of Fate because I really don't want to draw another Vraska, and I'd like an extra turn. I don't care. I don't know why people make such a big deal out of shaking flipping hands. Are you so starved for human contact? Are people so starved for human contact that, like, it's some great crime when their opponent doesn't offer them the handshake after a match of Magic? Like, holy crap. Maybe you need to spend some time swiping on Tinder or something. If that's what's like the worst part of your life. Your opponents greatly wronged you, they didn't shake your hand. Good lord. I don't know. Tinder is what the kids use these days, right? I don't know. I've never swiped. My wife and I have been together for a decade now, so like we didn't swipe or do anything like that. I had an OkCupid profile once upon a time, I think that was the site called, but I've never used mobile dating, but I assume that's what kids use today. It's all grinder now, get with the times. All right, what am I trimming? I assume this matchup is just like super dog poop for us. Maybe these Vraska's Contempts are just too expensive. Let's trim those. They have Hero in their deck too, which makes it even harder. Kids are now on Bumble after the Super Bowl end. I don't even know what Bumble is. Should I know what Bumble is? I did not do anything fork or sports ball related yesterday. Negates make sense to try and resolve a threat, not when 4 of their counter spells are Frilled Mystics. Cyclops, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way. Gosh, this card's got to be incredibly greedy in their deck. You need something like 25 hits before that doesn't have a good chance of missing. It was at the end of January. Can you check if your deck's in the queue, Isha? Sometimes when I'm in a hurry, I don't email the tier 3 subs. I just add them to the queue when they're okay. If it's not in there, send me a DM on Twitch, Discord.
Our kinship ensures our look how far you
I think I'm actually okay keeping that because they put this silly Ajani into play. I actually just want to play a baby Krasis to pressure this. Krasi, baby Krasi. Look at that, 3,500 unique subs. Y'all are great. Adarith, thank you for the brand new tier 3 sub. I really appreciate that generosity. Welcome, welcome.
are capable of more.
This is some sweet synergy. That one can go right there, please. Zap. You have a negate? Rats, they have a negate. Maybe I'm supposed to do this during their upkeep. No, if I do it during their upkeep, they can Frilled Mystic me. Aren't all subs unique? Yeah, but sub points is what we're counting. So if we hit the 4,000 sub points, not 4,000 unique subs. Platinum RPGs, thank you very much for the 4-month resub. Please shake my hand. I would love to shake your hand at a Magic tournament. So if you ever see me at a tournament, I'd love to meet people. Well, they have mana for Mystic with Incubation Druid. So Incubation Druid gives them mana for that. I assume this is going to get countered, but it's going to draw 2 cards, so let's do it. How does the boss feel about me dyeing my hair pink? She approved it, so... Wow, I'm kind of surprised that resolved. I wonder if they have an angel here. Is this we have a 5/4, so they don't care? That makes sense. No, the color is in honor of Ninja, the greatest streamer on Twitch. He has pink hair, so I feel like if we set a new record for streaming, we should honor him.
Be strong.
Listen, great is a subjective measure. The only way you can get close to objective with great is by using objective metrics like viewer hours and stuff like that. So, yeah, by any measurable metric, he's broken all of the records related to Twitch and is thus the greatest. Stop being mean to me, Matthew. Why you have to be so mean? Until I overtake him? Nope, never gonna get close to that.
Remains an option.
Not by content quality. One's probably related to the other. Are we dead? This is 11. Yeah, we're dead. And like I said, that matchup's probably pretty impossible. When I play the flash side of these matchups, the flash decks tends to devour these great. I'm really glad we're at a rank floor here because we're getting a little bit beat up. Content quality is also subjective. Correct. Everybody's trying to like argue against like subjective metrics. I'm just saying like based on the numbers, that's how this works. All right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick, and when I get back, we're gonna play another match or two with this. Hey, Rufus, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. Alright, let's see if we can find some decks that don't have a bunch of counter spells on them. I am impressed that we beat the Esper midrange deck though. I'd imagine that matchup's supposed to be hard for us, and we ended up coming out ahead there. 5 months of hot takes and great standard content. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the 5 months, Mikey. Welcome. I do in fact wear pants. Although the best part about this job is I don't have to actually put like real pants on. You have just have the pants that I slept in. When I use the term rank floor means that once you hit Platinum 4, you can't bump back down to gold. No, we lost 2 in a row, Bob, right? Didn't I lose the one before the Bant Flash matchup too? Listen, I'll take millennials not knowing the difference between subjective and objective because at least they tend to know what an actual fact means versus things that aren't facts. It's a sub goal to make you wear yoga pants. Yikes. Subjective facts. All right, let's hit a land here, shall we? That's so brutal. There's 26 lands in this deck, right? We like had a cantrip and got an extra look past that.
Whatever happens next, it's gonna hurt.
Domri's real upset. That's brutal. Hey, I knew I'd been subbed to you before. Last month told me this was 14 months. Has been subscribed for, it says 0 months. I think the count's messed up. Did I bump Gates up into getting it played today? Sure, JMP. Lizardio, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. Let's see if they killed Reclamation. I assume they're going to kill Reclamation or not. Here's to 4 months. Thank you, Brando. Alright, sounds like basically like casting a removal spell, which is fine. Hey, I'm Rick James with the brand new Prime sub. 1/3 of the way. Thank you, Kaysen. Oh, I had to refresh my chat. Yeah, it means they've changed something on the back end. Exactly. Ooh. Ooh. That's potentially very good. So I'm going to do this. And then after these untap, I'm going to go ahead and Contempt Domri here. Before he ultimates. Would you write a sideboard guide for Salty Nexus? I do sideboard guides for $25 donations, Alkalol. So yes is the answer. Here again to enjoy some more awesome mid-range action. Oh, sweet. Okay, so it has changed. They subscribed with Prime. They've subscribed 13 months and are currently on a 12-month streak. Sweet. So the update must have gone into effect then. Wow, that's staying right there. All right, so this game is done. Things have changed. Changed is scary. All right, so first trigger resolves, float mana, resolve, cast Nexus. Hey, high speed run, thanks for the 11 months. And Low Wayne, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. Hey, Hellfile, thanks for the brand new Twitch Prime. The warning, Twitch sent out a warning. I'm missing messages right now, Burn Player. If I didn't respond to your message, I didn't see it. Chat's probably gonna be silly for the next little bit while people who were subbed previously get to re-up their things. Put me back. All right, so let's go ahead and tap this, and then we let this resolve, and then I can go ahead and do this, and if I hit Nexus in these draws, I can cast it. Hey, it's Leo. Thank you for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Almost 3 years. Yep, Tom. I wonder if the sub icons match the total amount. I am a millennial. That's correct. Because I get to share again, I want another timeout. There's probably going to be a lot of notifications coming up. No, you don't have to use full control mode. You just have to put a stop on your end of turn. Using full control mode is miserable. Don't use full control mode. I am gonna miss a bunch of, I'm ignoring the sub messages. So just heads up, I'm gonna ignore them since they're changing how this works. Otherwise it's just gonna be me responding to things. So, about to be a lot of them. I love you, thanks for the re-ups. Ooh, found a piece of candy. So end step, float mana, float mana, float mana, float mana. Free notifications for everybody. So we want to put Nexus back in our deck before we activate search. So this way we have the most Nexuses in our deck when search is going to resolve. Float a mana, resolve. Alright, well, it is our turn again. Hey, thanks for the tip. Use these dollars to bump up Bant Rampage. Definitely, Totos. Alright, well. I would love another Wilderness Reclamation. Alright, so this game is over. Our opponent just hasn't conceded yet. Yeah, I should technically cast Nexus before I do this, right? No, I didn't have enough mana to do that. More stone rains. I really wish this application had an option like Magic Online where I could hold a hotkey to auto tap for one of the two colors. It would definitely be ideal. Can you stop sending it, Deadpool? I don't know why it's not going away. Their system's probably having backend issues. It keeps trying to tap my Azcanta because it's annoying.
Make way for your captain.
Yeah, I forgot to set my stop. The current number of sub points are located above my head. I am not being optimal here with my sequencing of Nexus versus search activations. I'm just trying to move quickly so I don't rope out. So I'm aware that we're not being optimal. Opponent is not conceding because they don't value their time. I don't care. Yeah, we don't need to be optimal, exactly. We're well on our way to like having slops and just being fine. Yeah, 2 more turns to make. They're actually deterministically different. I can stop ticking around. So like Vraska goes up again and then she ultimates next turn because I have another turn after this. It is therapeutic in a way. You're not wrong. Vraska kills them. Our win condition is right here. You can either ult the Vraska or you just keep attacking for 2. You make your health total 0. Why won't you concede? Dunk dunk. It's very, very serious business. You gotta punish them by making them play through it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a timeout war. So they're playing like Gruul rhythm, but I don't know exactly how aggressive they're going to be. I definitely want the Assassin's Trophies and the Vraska Relic Seekers because these cards interact with Cindervines, which is a card they're likely bringing in. They wanted to see my win condition. My win condition was on the table that entire time. So, no, they were just like miserable that they were losing. You have to have paper magic cards to play paper. What's going on back now? I think I'm trimming Vraska's Contempt. No, I'm not playing an Unmoored Ego deck in Standard. It's bad. Cards bad. If they're aggressive, maybe I just trim like some Chemisters Insight and some Searches. I need 3 more cuts here. Actually, you know what? The Thought Erasures are probably what go away. Probably don't need to take cards out of their hand. I'd rather just have more cards that play to the board. Yeah, that's the answer. My chat's bugged, Burn player. I can't time you out. Sorry. Maybe this hand is bad because it doesn't have a second black source. That's possibly the case. Ego's bad because it's always card disadvantage, and well-built decks are going to always have a way to beat it. And if your opponent's deck isn't well built, you should probably be winning the game anyways. How much to bump a deck to the top of the queue? It depends on how many things are in the queue. If you want to cut a deck into today specifically, it requires at least a $50 donation. If you want to bump a deck to the top of tomorrow, it depends on what's at the top of the queue after I sign off. I have no idea, darling dearest. I'm not sure why they wouldn't want to take your money. How many additional points do tier 3s add towards the deck? 40, Nivik. Well, and this is a good example of why I think this hand was a bad keep, because Ritual Assault's my out, but I don't have double black to cast it, right? Yeah, and I should have mulliganed that hand. Thanks, Prof. Bob. I appreciate it. I think I'm happy with how I boarded. I should just mulligan better. JMP, did you bump something? Can you confirm you received a $20 donation? I think this should make Gates decks. Is there any merit to putting in a Nexus to not deck yourself? One Nexus to not deck yourself is kind of funny. Sorry, I've been missing a lot today. It's crazy, and I've only slept like 8 to 9 hours in the last 2 days, so I'm not as alert as I normally am. It looks like you have a sword, Pekin. Yeah, the sub timing is supposed to be changing today. Favorite 2-color deck in Standard? Blue-green Climb. Hey, D-Contest. Thanks for the sub. Bye. I think Climb's slightly more powerful overall, I done share. Blue Black Pirates is a lot of fun too, but I think Climb has a higher raw power level. Hey, what's going on, Eldritchor? Thanks for the 2 months. What's going on, New Genesis? Yeah, they changed how subs are counted, so everybody's getting to re-announce. So most streams with a lot of subs are going to have a lot of flooding of messages the next couple of days. I think that's actually fine. I think I'm in to have that next turn. Did I not block? I think I might have not blocked last turn. If anybody's wondering why I didn't block, it's because of reasons. Stuff and things. Oh, did I block? Look at that, just... And yeah, I got your message for 4-color gates. It'll be up after Bant Flash. I'm actually going to keep that there. So let's go ahead and jam Vraska Relic Seeker and start making tokens, I think. Hey, Quillman, thanks for the 15 months. Welcome back.
I make my own decisions.
Halfway there. Thanks for the 6 months, Johan. What are bad matchups for 4-color gates? I think the control decks are bad matchups, but I'm honestly not sure. Honestly not sure. I personally prefer Jeskai control, but everybody else is playing Esper, so maybe they know something that I don't. I don't know, I'm a pretty big fan of Nif Visit. He kills people real fast. No, that was me. That was my shuffling deck. Maybe it's the dumpster tier I'm playing in, but there are so many people that try and counter Banefires for X's 5 or greater. Yeah. Mono red. I don't know that mono red's that bad of a matchup. You need to put more angels in your deck. Yeah, so, like, obviously Niv Mizzet's not good at staying alive, and, like, life gain cards are good at staying alive, but Jeskai actually ends the game and gives your opponent less time to draw back out of your control lock. I'm gonna keep this. It needs a black source, but eh. It's the best aggro deck in Standard. I really like white aggro. Has a lot of flexibility. You think you'll hit 4K today? I don't know. We're gonna stream for like another probably 5 or 6 hours, so maybe. Maybe. Go ahead and get search for Azcanta down this turn. Are we dyeing the hair on stream? No. No, not doing the actual hair dyeing on stream. We've got a lot more than 100. I think we were at 3,700 when I signed on today. Can make the Invitational the hard way? Nope, not making the Invitational by grinding. The only people that are gonna make the Invitational by grinding are like complete and total degenerates. I've got a job that I have to work. I would like to Thought Erasure you. Yikes. I think I actually take Merfolk Branchwalker here since they're gonna have triple Wild Growth Walker. And I'm definitely in for another land, so let's keep that there. But your job is... No, my job is a lot more than just playing Magic. And my job is playing specific decks, and I don't think I'd find playing 90 hours a week of white aggro fun anyways. Not sorry for exploding that number. I forgive you. I don't have any 1-mana spells to play. Do I play Krasis out as a 3-drop here? A 3-3? 3-3 Krasis keeps everything but Wild Growth Walker at home. I guess it just gets Vraska's Contempt in. Can you not get there playing the deck queue? No. The people that finish in the top 8 are likely going to be people who are playing efficient aggro decks, playing them at 55 to 60% win rates, and playing them for 80 or 90 hours a week. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, right? I'm not dead. Yeah. So I think I need to Chemister's Insight, and I need to find a land plus a... I need to find land plus a Wilderness Reclamation here, basically. White aggro includes Boros aggro, and Azurius aggro includes every flavor of aggro. I'd assume you're going to need to be playing constantly. Remember, chat, it's not... hitting that threshold isn't just you have to beat this. It's you have to beat the thousands of other people also competing for that threshold. We're dead. It looks like we're dead. Need to find a wilderness there. Fog them, Derosis. Thanks for the 6-month resub. I appreciate it. So, this deck has felt a lot better against things with disruption, like Esper midrange and mono blue, than Bant Fog does, but it has not felt great in the Sultai matchup so far. Neil Drox, thanks for the 6 months. So I think I definitely want all the Ritualists in this matchup. I think Contempt's a little bit expensive. I want Thought Erasure to be able to punch through their counter spells if they have them. I think I'm going to go ahead and trim a Vraska. She's a little expensive. I am shuffling cards that are protected by my BCW Elite God sleeves. My current sub points are located above my head. They did change the sub mechanic. Yeah, you're not wrong, Bob. It is definitely numero uno for a reason. Seems pretty reasonable. Like, double search is a little awkward, but maybe they'll have removal for it. They multiply deal. Hey, No Pato Man, thank you very much for the 3-month resub. Welcome back. So how do I make sure you keep getting my Bezo bucks? Every single month, you just have to drop in and ship them to my channel, Jack. You cannot set up Twitch Prime to auto-renew. Hey, what's going on, Zindoth? Yeah, of course you could time out resub messages. I don't know, I haven't played a ton of games with it. Gosh, it hurts to bin this, but I have to. Just need lands. Hey, Mulong, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Is sub-gifting down? Someone else said they were having an issue sub-gifting. Yes, Talran, someone put a run back in. Yikes. Yeah, we've not been fortunate with 26 lands so far today. Well, you have a sword, Fancy Penguin. You should be able to now. Subs, if you're having your resub messages keep coming back up, could you do me a favor and decline sharing them for now until Twitch gets their stuff sorted? Thank you. Looks like Twitch is having some issues while they're rolling out their new system, which I guess isn't too surprised. They're rolling it out while we're live. Watch the other phone with Amazon, shut it down. Yeah, chat's just mostly gonna be a wasteland here. I'm just gonna focus on talking about what we're playing. That's kind of funny. I like that duress. The rest of my hand is kind of mediocre. Next turn, if we bin the card with the Azcanta, we'll get to flip it over, which is nice. I'm probably gonna discard this other Azcanta to Chemister's Insight here. Alright, do you have a counterspell? Let's find out. Nope, alright. I managed to drop my sword somewhere. What's going on, Full Metal? We can't combo them this turn, right? I'm short. Yeah, I don't have enough mana. Alright, so let's put a stop on my end step. Let's activate this. Sweet. That's what we're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure out Thought Erasure is at its best. We need an early threat or Thought Erasure. Your comment keeps getting cut off, Tank. Your message is too long for Twitch chat. So you'll need to like take a second and like split it up. I think Thought Erasure is good in the main deck if you're trying to imply that it's not. Thought Erasure is just super flexible, is why it's good. It's in situations like this where you're like, okay, what do you got? Sure, like everything's give and take, Tank. Everything's give and take. You improve one matchup, you make another matchup worse. Like, you can pick and choose if you want to be better against something game one. Like, obviously adjust how your deck's built. I like the mix of Thought Erasures versus removal that we have right now, though. Going to put this deck on my site? Yeah, I think I am. I need to talk to my buddy that does art for me. It won't be done for a few days though. Monday is my article deadline, and we're probably gonna run the stream a little bit late today. Like I don't think we're gonna get to everything that's already listed right now. I'm probably gonna only do 3 more after this. That seems pretty good. Erasure on 2 plus spot removal. Alright, well I had intended to Thought Erasure there, and then Nivik gifted 35 subs while that was happening. So punished for using the wrong thing because they have this Thief of Sanity, but they also just don't have blue mana, right? I'm gonna take their Thief away because that card's real scary. Oh, I should have Growth Spiral. I could have gone Growth Spiral into that. Almost there. Hey, Swift, thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate it. Alright, they hit a blue source. That's scary. Blue source means they can interact with us. Let's take that. Take that quick screenshot real quick there. Hit that good, clean 4,000 and rolled past it. Look at that. Y'all are crazy. Alright, the hair will be dyed by the weekend. It's probably not going to happen tonight, but it'll happen by the weekend, I promise. 4,500 for the beard. Thank you for the absurdity today, chat. And I said, listen, I shouldn't challenge Twitch chat, okay? It was a bad plan. I set a challenge for Twitch chat, and they're like, nah, Jeff, we got this. Dumpster your little challenge. How much to get it done tonight? Stop it. How much to get it done while you're on the phone with the influencer? I think I'm supposed to Hydroid Krasis here as a blocker. Oh, the audio is distorting. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Great. Let me restart this real quick. Distorted wet farts, yep. Happens at 8,000 points. Buy their stuff. These people are great. These people are also great. Between the sub notifications popping off from the resubs and the gifts and me being tired, so I'm missing a lot. Y'all are great. Resolves. Treat this here. We're hoping they don't have a counter spell. What do you want to cut in, Nivik? Hit me. Hit me, dealer. Alright, hopefully we're going off next turn. I find your what problem do we have that this fixes good life advice as well? Nice, yes. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, so we're either winning the game or losing the game this turn. So let's discard this, draw 2 cards. Oh, you know what? This is bad sequencing on my part. I should cast Nexus before I do that. Because I want the max Nexuses in my deck before I draw cards. So my sequencing here is bad. And on the 3rd month, he saw his favorite streamer dye his hair pink, and then he realized he'll be subbed a lot longer. Thanks, hot guy. Alright, that's a Chemister's Insight. So if I do this, Krasis draws the same number of cards, so I guess I'm just Krasising. Let's put a stop on my end of turn in case I hit my Nexus of Fate. So it's a little bit suboptimal here. They claim someone else got on their account and spammed comments about Todd. Nope. Keep him out of here. That's nonsense. Always, Nivik, whatever you want. I mean, I'm probably not casting Ritualist here. I don't want them to draw a bunch of cards. Yeah, I could have double Chemistered, but then I couldn't. If I double Chemistered there, I wouldn't be able to cast the Nexus that I drew. Another Wilderness Reclamation, okay. Another Krasis, so... I do this. This would draw me 3 cards. Alternatively, I could do this into another Chemister's. I think I'm just supposed to Krasis here, so I have blockers. A quarter of a year now. Let's put this towards Dealer's Choice and Standard. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So, dead to some removal here. Otherwise, we are technically still alive. No, that's just the emote. I can hide this. Oh. That's just the next emote slot. It takes 200 more points to get another emote. We officially have the most sub points a Magic only streamer has ever had. Y'all are great. Maybe someday we'll be a top streamer in Wizards of the Coast Eyes. How am I dead? I'm at 1. Maybe when we hit 5K, watch you'll notice us. How can I check how many sub gifts I've given? I'm not sure you can see it except when you gift subs. Notice you. What's going on, Doubt of Buddha? I'm really bad at noticing things today. Between the spam chat from everything changing from how they're structuring things and being tired, I'm missing a lot. So sorry. They're digging for a counterspell, huh? My kids be delighted or confused? I have no idea. That's a good question, though. So I have to go off this turn, right? So I think I just need to, like, play the land and then Krasis for 7. And, like, hit the thing. Long-time viewer, first-time sub. Hyper, what's going on? How's it going? I guess I'm technically not dead on board with this play, right? Unless they counter this. If they counter this, I'm dead on board. If they don't counter this, we get to live another turn. Why not Soot? Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to Soot, actually. Yeah, you're right. I should Soot. I didn't Soot because I didn't stop and think about it. Yeah, I should have erasured into Soot. That's 10 out of 10 the line. That's much better. I didn't Ritual because I kept thinking they have Midnight Reaper in play, but we got rid of the Midnight Reaper. My reaction was misclicking on the wrong card. Yeah, Ritual would buy a lot of time. I should definitely have played Thought Erasure, Ritual, and then search for Azcanta. Yeah, I probably should have won this game. And by should have, I mean if I had taken the correct line, we win. We're dead to any removal spell now. Whereas they would have had to have double counter spell to beat us. So like dead to any removal spell at this point. And if otherwise they would have needed double counter spell, then I would have been fine. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, Ritual of Soot kills our Krasis as well, yep. Unmoored Ego is a shit tier card because it's card disadvantage. It's card disadvantage. Any reasonable deck that's built well could use it. Krasis did give me life. I was just at 1. Let's try one more there since I threw that one away. So if I would have cast Thought Erasure and then Ritual of Soot, I would have cleared the board out almost certainly. And then I could have also played Search for Azcanta, which likely means we go off from there. Yeah, I think we'd be about 50% so far, Bob. I think Wilderness Reclamation lets you win a lot of games that you otherwise wouldn't be winning by letting you combo faster. That sand is great. Sorry, I need to tweet this sub goal at Wizards. Alright, Jeskai control. Let's do it. Let's see how this matchup goes. Yeah, I really need to not skip sleep 2 nights in a row. If you wanna like and retweet, go ahead and hit that one. Hit that one for me, baby. Oh, Nivik, you rock. Nivik, could you DM me what you wanted to see, by the way, if you wanted to see something sooner? That was a really aggressive quench. Deal. Wow, we are going to be... Those quenches are going to be live at various points this game if they weren't aggressive with them, so I'm pretty happy to see that happen. It's a shame I don't have a second blue land here. If I had a second blue land, I could go Growth Spiral into Chemister's Insight, but I just don't, so I'm not going to gamble it. Man, that's a lot of retweets. Y'all are great. Yay, blue mana. Just keep spiraling, spiraling, spiraling. Doot, 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 doot. I paid 2 health there because I clicked the wrong button, okay? Thanks, Con. Congrats on going 7-1. Alright, is this the part where we jam that? I think it's the part where we jam that. Wow, that resolved. So that means they have just stone cold nothing, right? Hey, what's going on, Kype? I appreciate that. Sorry, I'm gonna miss a bunch of sub notifications right now. I appreciate the support, but there's a ton of resub things popping up in chat. It's hard to separate them. Twitch is currently foobar, so thank you for that. I appreciate it. Kiss our 4K sub points. Yeah, exactly. Buck her up. Alright, so control matchup, cast down's bad, trophy seems good, Carnage Tyrant obviously great. Foobar means messed up. Means messed up. So, do I want Vraska's Contempt to this matchup? What's the shuffling deck for? To keep my hands busy? What are the trims here? Am I supposed to trim Wilderness Reclamation? Am I supposed to trim Wilderness Reclamation? I'm not sure we're gonna get to Judith Goblins today because we had so many gifties. People cut in a lot of things and move stuff around. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be able to be live today. It's like I'm playing Tron. What's going on, the Greater Oratog? Yeah, the sleep last night was my fault. I should have left my article wait. What do we think about cutting all the Wilderness Reclamations in this matchup? Is that crazy? Just like be like a mid-range Nexus control deck without the combo aspect? I mean, like, this is like really unlikely to resolve post board, right? Like incredibly so. I'm gonna do that. Woo! Keeperino, turn 2 search is so good against the control matchup. Stick a man for the Discord pairing. Yep, there you go. Exclamation point Discord. What's my favorite Reclamation deck so far? I think this one. I think it's this one. Although we're going to play a Bant Flash build with Reclamation in it later. That looks promising too, so we'll see. Flood of sub notifications, right, Tubos? I am glad that we got to play against Jeskai Control, though. This is one of the matchups that, like, felt bad for Bant, so I want to see how this build feels, the matches that are hard for Bant. Hey, Relative Absolute. Welcome back. Naya Hero is really sweet. It felt bad against Control, but it was great against midrange and aggro. And there might be some things we could change to improve the Control matchup, potentially. You'll want to watch the wrap-up segment for sure. I mean, we can still combo and just win without the Reclamation, Bob. We just don't, like, win on turbo mode, basically. It's like, what's the better cut, right? So, like, I'm either cutting counter spells, things that draw, or interaction. Like, so I feel like the chance of comboing is, like, much lower than the chance of just, like, having some other stuff. Yep. Krasis or tokens are the win conditions. Honestly, I'm just gonna put a 3-3 into play. Just start attacking. Hey, greetings, James. I don't know. I really like Jeskai Control when we played it on stream, but it hasn't been showing up in the tournament so far, so we just can't know if people aren't playing it or if they are playing it and it's not doing well. You're not wrong, Jerry. I agree with you. The Twitch extension that lets you mouse over cards is called Deckmaster. If you Google MTG Deckmaster, you'll be able to find how to set it up for your own stream. We did hit the goal, not so wicked, Twitch.
We need to move quickly.
And we've got 2 more emoticons. We gotta figure out what the other two emoticons we want are. Alright, so they have a 3-mana counterspell up here. Yeah, one of them should probably be me with pink hair. A pocket sand emote is not a bad idea. I am currently utilizing Deckmaster. I'd assume if it wasn't working for everybody, someone would have mentioned it by now. It is up and connected. Yikes, pocket sand, pink hair. Writing these down so I don't forget. Pocket sand.
No time for a break.
So they need a way to, and this is why I played the Krasis out before they could Teferi, so that way we could pressure it like this. So now hopefully they have to spend some mana interacting with this, and then I get to either like resolve a Nexus of Fate or like play a Vraska Relic Seeker. We do have a piece of candy emote. Do you have 2 counterspells?
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Please cast Chemister's Insight. Sha! Pockets in! Hit him with the old Nexus of Fate.
I despise
Boink.
tyrants.
For whatever reason, Nexus of Fate was made an instant. Well, we might never know why. I think I boarded out my Vraska's Contempts. If we go to game 3, I'm gonna board them back in since they have Rekindling Phoenix. Excellence Binding. Wow, yikes. That's gonna take my Krasis away and let them kill my Vraska too. Rough. Yeah, definitely a pretty good set of turns for us, I agree. Nice, Mr. Photon. Yeah, they're restructuring a bunch of stuff on Twitch. I mean, you can do anything. Everything you do, though, has to change other things in the deck, though, right? So, like, if you want to make room for counter spells, what are you cutting for those counter spells? What matches are you changing by those cards that you're cutting, etc.? Nivik, what you need to understand is the people who are loud that are my detractors, they're a vocal minority. And people who are loud, who like to scream loud, are more likely to not like me because those are the types of people that get timed out in my chat for being loud. So like, if you're loud, you're more likely to not like me personally because you've probably gotten timed out in my chat for just like beating on your chest and being loud. You can't please everyone. When you hit a certain size, like, you're gonna have people that dislike you regardless. Like, I'm loud and I like you. Alright, probably dead here. I'm unfortunately one card away from this. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Let's get these Vraska's Contempts in my deck. It's not loud, Dad. It's called rock music. Alright, so I did have 2 of my 3 Contempts in. Maybe I just want the 3rd one. I think that's definitely the plan. Vraska seems good. Man, what's my trim here? I should probably sit down and go through the sideboard and think about what all the ins and outs are. I might not have room for 4 Erasure and 4 and 3 Negate. You're not wrong, thine self. You'd cut Carnage Tyrant? I don't think so. Carnage Tyrant's a good way to just, like, randomly win the game. Maybe Spiral is the cut? Jack the Manic. Gosh, the Twitch, you've got way more than just one, just a new sub, so hopefully Twitch gets their stuff sorted by the end of the day. Snack Size Biscuit, thank you for the 19-month resub. I appreciate that. Alright, let's see if we can end on a high note here. Woof. Oh, hopefully we hit some lands here. That's 6 drop. Hope to draw a land. Let's scry the 6 drop to the bottom. Yeah, I think they're probably expecting to have issues too. They're doing a live rollout for a new system, so. Alright, we just need 1 more land now. If we get 1 more land, we get to like Krasis for 2 and Chemister's Insight. Yeah, we're currently playing the best of 3 ranked ladder. Perfect. Alright. So you're saying there's a chance, chat. Well, thanks for being here, Cobalt. Hope you're having a good Monday. How much for you to dye the eyebrows? That sounds awkward. Can you ask the Watsy person why Nexus is an instant draw? I don't think it works that way. Best chess moderation, best improv lyrics, best sub goals. What's going on, some kind of time wizard? Thanks for the 4 months. Welcome back. So I think I just Krasis here, because if they untap and Ixalan's bind me, I can untap and Vraska after that. And this leg draws a card at least. So I think I'm gonna go Woodland Cemetery. I think I go Vraska plus next turn. Do I go Vraska plus? If I shoot this, the Krasis just dies. Am I supposed to Carnage Tyrant? It can't possibly be right to Carnage Tyrant while they're tapped out, right? So is it Vraska plus? Same designer, Bob, for most of those. We work a little bit better now, and he's gotten a little bit more experienced since we started. I'm gonna plus this because even if they kill my 2/2, these are only attacking for 7 collectively, which seems okay. And then next turn I could like make another 2/2 play a Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, updating the temple and tilt to be sideways might be a good idea. In for pink facial hair. So Teferi's probably gonna tuck this, and then they're gonna knock Vraska to 1. Really? We're just tucking Vraska. Are we just getting like super aggressive here then? Hey, thanks, Squee. Do they not realize this has menace?
Only time will tell.
So do I shock and play Nexus? Or do I just play Carnage Tyrant and pass? I really don't want to shock. I think I'm just supposed to do this into this. I can't Krasis for 4 because there's an Excellence binding on Krasis. Woof. Am I dead? No, I'm at 1. They have a counterspell, we're dead. They don't have a counterspell. I might be able to kill them by chaining Nexus. Yeah, it was a rough session. It was a rough session. I don't know. I think I want to work on this some more. To set a bar that's low, I don't know that felt much worse than like the other Nexus decks that we've played recently. A lot of the other Nexus decks that we've played feel like they just get like hopelessly beat up by the control decks too, and I feel like with the black cards and having access to things like Thought Erasure and Negate, that matches like that could be reasonable. I do think one of the things I need to sit down and do is when playing against those decks, I felt like I didn't have a lot of good ins and outs which means that my sideboard's not constructed well, because if the cards you want to bring in don't line up well with the number of cards you want to cut out, usually that means your sideboard's got too many cards to that matchup or not enough, etc. So probably gonna need to sit and think about that before we play this again next time. All right, let's move along here. We're gonna play, let's play some Bant Flash. We're gonna play some Bant Flash and some 4-color gates, and then I am going to run a little bit late today, but I'm going to take Bant Control, Vamps, and Black-White Control and leave those in the queue. I'm just not going to have time to get to that many today. If we go for 3 more decks, is like another 5 hours, so I don't really want to go much longer than that. You'd prefer Esper? Oh, right. Nivik was gonna cut. I'm all out of sorts. Esper Control. Let's do it. Naya Hero is already played today. Naya Hero will be up on my YouTube channel later tonight if you missed it, or if you're one of my wonderful subs, you can watch the replay on my Twitch channel now. Apparently it's been 7 months I've been watching every day. What do you think of Prime Speaker Vanifear? Does she have a place in Standard? I think she's fine. I don't know that she's ever going to be tier 1, but I think you can build things that like have competitive results with it. What's the win condition in Esper Control? Sadness. Sadness is the win condition. In this build, Karn is actually a win condition, which is kind of nice. Alright, I need to run to the restroom again. I'll be right back, sorry. Sadness is my favorite win condition. Alright, let's do it, shall we? Let's stand up, shake the rust off here. Yeah, Mythic, when you're a meme streamer, Mythic wildcards are tough to come by. They're what you're always short on. We did have a lot of cutting around today, Bob. Thanks, Cold Shoulder. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Well, I had my 3 months on Saturday, but apparently it's 9 now. 3 till my real sword. Yeah.